Good morning, one and all. My name is Jyoti. Today, I would like to discuss with you about communicating effectively. Communicating effectively is very important in human life because human being is a social animal. Without communicate, he cannot survive on the earth. First of all, before going to discuss communicating effectively, first of all, let we know what is communication. Students, do you know what is communication? I will say communication refers to two-way process of conveying information, ideas, feelings, thoughts, opinions, views, news, and any other information between two or more persons, either verbally or non verbally, using a medium. We should, we should be clear about certain things before we speak or communicate. We cannot communicate in the same manner with everyone, so we must prepare well and trying to communicate effectively. Lack of preparation makes people fumble and get into embarrassing situations. So, communicating effectively is an art. Let's see what is effective communication and what are the characteristics of effective communication. Let's see what is effective communication. Effective communication is a process of exchanging ideas, thoughts, knowledge, and information such that the purpose of intention is fulfilled in the best possible manner. In simple words, it is nothing but the presentation of views by the sender in a way best understood by the receiver. We can say that it generally involves two. One is sender and another one is receiver. Sender. Who is sender? Sender means the person who initiates the process of communication by sending a message. Next one, receiver. Receiver means the one to whom the message is to be delivered. The communication process is goes from sender to receiver. Do we need communicate effectively? Yes, definitely. Because effective communication can be broken down into three parts. One is listening, two is understanding, and third one is responding. Listening. Listening involves hearing the words what are being said, talking in non-verbal cues such as body language and facial expressions, and paying attention to voice modulation. Understanding. For giving meaning to what we have to heard. Most communication break down at this stage because we often misunderstand and misinterpret what is being said. When we listen and understand well, then only we will respond correctly. Responding depends upon good listening and understanding. For example, your class teacher asks you one question, that is your class notes has been completed? In this situation, if you interpret that your teacher blaming you for not writing the notes, you're likely to respond anger. Otherwise, if you interpret that as your teacher wanted to know the status of writing, you are likely to feel less anger. So, students, we interpret here depend upon our active listening. Students responding in always depend upon active listening and understanding. Before communicating effectively with people, 5 points are very important. Those are why, who, what, how, when. First one, why. Why refers to reason. We must know why we wish to speak to a person. Second one, who. Who refers to? Who refers to the person we wish to talk to. We must try to think about the person, like his or her age group, his or her likes and dislikes, and anything else that will help in that situation. Third one, what. What refers to the content of your message. Be clear about what you want to say and think about what you want to say first. What should be the sequence of your sharing? Fourth one, how. How refers to the method you are to use. Would it help to conduct this conversation over the phone, or should you meet to the person directly or write with a letter? And fifth one, when. When, of course, when refers to time and availability. Think of the best time to conduct your conversation which is convenient for both of you. That means both sender and receiver. Students, these are the 5 important points before communicating effectively you must understand. Barriers of effective communication. Miscommunication will take confusing and leads uninterest to the listener. Lack of attention, interest, distractions to the receiver. Physical disabilities such as hearing problems or speech difficulties. Lack of effective communication skills, what will happen? There are many reasons why interpersonal communications may fail. In many communication, the message, what is said, may not be received exactly the way the sender intended. Misunderstandings and miscommunication happen. We believe we are born good at communicating and therefore don't practice and don't get better. We are afraid of failing, and that fear stops us from trying and learning new things, new skills. Next, we have a mistaken belief that good communication is all common sense. The skill of active listening, clarification, and reflection may help, but the skilled communicator also needs to be aware of the barriers of effective communication and how to avoid or how to overcome the barriers. So, effective communication involves overcoming these barriers and conveying a clear and concise message. Students, I would like to conclude this session. I hope you all understand what is communication, what is effective communication, what are the barriers of effective communication, and what are the characteristics of effective communication. Lack of communication, what will happen? Like this type of knowledge you gain. So, children, we can communicate daily, but effective communication is an art. Effective communication is less about talking and more about listening. Be a good active listener and trying to communicate effectively. So, students, I will give you one assignment to you, that is, look here. Here, I will give you two situations. You must read and understand those situations. If you faced these situations, how can you communicate effectively? I will read these two situations. Listen. First one, you are a member of the school basketball team. You are a reasonable good player and the coach likes you. However, you are not able to get along with some of your teammates. They are from another class and there is a rivalry between your classes. You have to decide to talk to them. How can you talk effectively? This is your task. Next one. Second one. Your school is organizing an outstation camp. Your best friends are planning to go for the camp. Your father has recently bought you an expensive gift and has categorically told you that you will not ask anything else for the next 3 months. Your friends tell you to talk to your parents anyway. Plan to talk to your parents. Students, how can you convince your parents for going to outstation camp? Write your opinions. Thank you for watching this video.